and he'll bring you. Hey, coming at you live from the Lay Frame compound. This is Holy Moses, and I got the bearded beauty, Mr. Chris Newman. And in the house, we have Mr. Chappie Andrews coming at you live from the Mormon country of Utah. Yeah. All right. Are you like on your? If you're on Wi-Fi, it should work a little better. If you're not, it shouldn't be that blocky. Yeah, you should be all right. Good. Other than your little wiggly box.
Yeah, my Wi-Fi looks like it's on, right?
All right. Cool.
Okay. All right.
And if she wants to sit in with you, that is good. If she wants to sit in also with you, we can have both of you guys on. That'll be great.
I got this.
Well, because you both have awesome trucks and vehicles that you guys are building, and Chappie, you do have the OJ mobile. I'm just gonna call it the OJ truck, because it is an older Bronco. Tell us about your Bronco and tell everybody, who you are, and if your lady wants to come on, she can come on a little bit later if she wants.
Well, I'll let you know, guys. You always got a better side of things, and that's what keeps me.
Nice.
That's what keeps me up. So you got to have a good woman by your side to keep this shit going. She lets me mini truck all the time, so
that's awesome.
She's fed into it just the same. She's just as bad now. She's probably worse. So now our kids are getting into it and everything else. So it's a mess pot full of mini trucks around here.
Yeah.
But, I mean, if we don't. All right. She's bailing upstairs, so we don't keep this alive.
The other might be all out. All right. So,
okay, she caught her break.
Yeah, tell us about the clubs you used to be in before you got to Iconic. Was that the only club?
I mean, everybody's had their spiels, over the years. Everybody's been through a couple clubs. When we were young, we had Easily Amused was kind of a big one that most of us kind of started in. Like the guys that came to be true mini truckers over the years, like that's kind of where we formed, was through Easily, and I'll just kind of flourished off from there. I mean, I was some freaks guys for a while. Negative Camber drugged me to kind of my first river run.
My
first actually. We go way back. I think my first run was 93, so that'd be Bonton 93. That was a van run. Like those weren't even trucks, man. Like there was trucks there, and like the old school, but a lot of vans. And then shortly after that, that started to pan off. Vans kind of to fade away. They're still dope. Vans are still awesome, but mini trucking just kind of got stuck in me. I was young. I remember sitting at a bus stop chilling, and there was a dude that lived in my neighborhood, and his name was Little T, we called him. And he had a 720 convertible, and he had 1510s on it all stretched. And that dude, I was sitting at the bus stop, and he rolled up, and he just stopped. And he'd always seen me out there messing around. He's like, "Where are you going?" I had my skates on my neck. I said, "I'm going to Classic." He said, "You want to ride?" And I was like, "Oh, hell yeah. Like, let's get in." So we got in. I remember the first song I ever heard in a mini truck was Sir Mix-a-Lot. My posse's on Broadway in that thing, dude. And it was bumping through the. It was dope. I got dropped off at the skating rink, man, and these freaking all the homies were there, all the buddies, and they were like, "Who the hell is that?" It was awesome. I was stuck. And then
that's how it always is, man.
Later down the road.
Tell me like that.
Yeah, and after that point, dude, like I was all about them. They always had Thanksgiving Day parades, and the route was right in front of my house. And there was a Mini Madness way back in the day, old school Mini Madness, and they would ride, man. They was probably like 15 deep, and they drive the parade and they go back and forth. I was hooked. So
Throughout the shows that you went, throughout all the shows that you went to, did you see what I would say like the evolution of what the modifications that were ahead of its time that you can look back now and go, haha, I remember that was something crazy, and now it's like everybody does it, you know? Was there anything that stood out to you when you were younger that you look at now and you're like, haha, you know, now it's sitting in a 20.
I'm starting to see people refrenching their license plates lately. I've kind of noticed that a little bit more. They're refrenching license plates in newer cars, kind of bringing some old school mini trucking back, some Frenching, and that's always fun. I mean, I watched Air Ride evolve. I watched freaking suicide doors on mini trucks. Like, that was a hard thing to do. Like, I love suicide doors on mini trucks. I try and do them on as many of my cars that I can. I think at this moment I've done 28 doors. So I try to, modifications to me are pretty freaking cool. Like, you got to have super mods. I'm a big super mod guy. You can do the chassis, you can do the body, trip it up. I mean, I like cutting the roofs off things. I think the first 16 cars I own, dude, I chopped the roof off of. My dad's all, what the fuck are you doing? Can I cut So, yeah, I would go loose with a sawzall and I would just cut the hell off there. Any truck or car, I have CP5 and Impala 4 that's so good.
Yeah.
Didn't need room. But in Phoenix, I lived out there with you guys for a while, and it's hot as balls. And I had a Mazda, and I cut the roof off that thing, and it was roadster. And I was working at the Hack Shack at that time, and it was hot, dude. It was like 124 degrees out there. So it was so hot.
Yeah,
I was like, I got to the stop. I told Kane, I was like, yo, what's up with that cab in the back? And he's like, what do you mean? I was like, that Mazda cab, I need the roof. He's like, take the whole cab. So I body dropped the whole truck in like a couple weekends at the shop and put it just so I could have a damn roof. I was like, it's too hot.
That's the reason. Yeah. That's the reason. That's the reason why I like having a convertible. But at the same time, I like having a regular, like my Yard Art truck in the back that has a regular top. So like if I ever get Yard Art running, I'll have one with the regular top and one with the convertible. So
I love it's called Yard Art. That's great. That's funny.
Yeah. So the cars that you're building and the shows that you went to and the stuff that you've seen, is there something that caught your eye from back then that you do now or that you've seen is a little bit too common, other than the cut off roofs?
What up, Eric?
You know, like something that you'd be like, well, everybody does computer screens.
I like big body drop. Like, that was my thing. Not a lot of people body drop anymore. I think that's kind of a faded thing. It's losing its twist. Not many people that do it. Like, Lee was. Is that kind of answering the question?
Yeah.
I don't want to come off. I want to answer the questions.
But do you believe that is the way it is? Like, why do you believe you're not seeing that much?
I just think people are scared to grab a soft or a plaza or a cutoff wheel and just get in there anymore. Like, there's just, when we were kids, dude, we were cutting everything up in the driveway, like whatever it was. My mom was tripping. Like, I had flash burn 3 times before I could even drive. I swear to God. I was welding in the freaking car with the sunglasses on.
Oh shit!
You had to do what you had to do to get the truck ready. You know what I mean? Like, Cruiser was coming up.
I still do that to this day. I still do it. Everybody's
but remember, guys, when it's all said and done, it's all about when you look back and you're like, fuck yeah.
Well, that's if you can.
I'm gonna go get gas. Attempt to go get gas without getting stopped. Or attempt to go here with, hopefully it doesn't break
or fall off.
Or, everybody's had a mini truck where the parts, you're like, hey, let's go for a test drive. And fuck, somebody go get so and so because the wheel fell off halfway.
Oh no, I lost my exhaust on the Frontier.
Or like the control arm fucking popped off because we forgot to put that. Yeah, both things.
Damn spindle nut.
They-
It happens, man.
I've had that.
Sometimes it's mini truck. You get in that super ultra hurry, dude, when you're young, and you just want to get it done and get it out there. And you're stoked to see it drag. And there's always that. Did I tighten that? Well, that's why now they got that freaking nice marker. I use that bright orange shit on every nut and bolt I tighten. I put it on there, and I know now. I've learned. Like
This
It's
got
coming
it.
off. So, like, I know it's not coming off. Like, because I fucking do that. Is there with the vehicle you're building now, your Bronco, the
Mhm.
OJ truck, what made you do a Bronco, especially that year?
Well, I had a dually, that same body style, and it was a crew cab dually slam. And I thought, man, that thing would be sick behind a freaking dually. And I always like the Broncos, you know what I mean? So I ended up finding a body on KSL, which is like a marketplace.
Yeah.
And dude around the corner had it for me for $250. So I rolled up there, and it was a clean ass Bauer body. And I was like, yo, dude, check it out. I was like, I don't need none of this chassis, like none of this. I just need the body. I was like, give me the body, dude. When everybody stripped everything off, dude, just the body, call me, I'll come get it. So about 2 weeks later, he hits me up. He's like, yo, it's ready. And I show up over there, and I was like, yo, where's the front clip? And he's like, oh, I sold it. And I was like, bro, but I needed the sheet metal. You're killing me. And I went to the other side, and I was like, where's the fucking door? He's like, oh, bro, dude couldn't give $300 for the door. And I was like, son of a bitch, bro, like, you're killing me, dude.
You're like,
And now I'm down a door,
the doors.
down the fenders. Dude, so I ride on this thing, dude, for a minute, and I get a parts truck gathered up, and it was a Paisa dude hooked me up with it. Dude, it was straight from Mexico. Like, it didn't even have like real Ford emblems. It was weird.
Yeah.
Panels were like,
There's in Mexico. There's two different versions of that Bronco. In
yeah,
Mexico.
like the Fobo 100 or some shit.
Yeah.
It was weird, man. I was like, what the fuck is that?
But
I
it
didn't
has
say
that,
it.
the Lobo one has that weird rounded, like a Dodge Rambler, like a Dodge Ram Charger back end, where it kind of rounds off, like where
So I have logo fenders on.
yeah.
They seem to be close. They fit, so I went with it.
Everything
But-
fits, but when you get to the back end of a Lobo, it has that weird rounded, like a Dodge Ram Charger back end with the way the hatch and the back glass are. So it looks all weird.
Right. So I took all these parts off and was saving it for for the truck. And I've been towing everything back and forth with this dually, and ended up cracking the frame, and was like, oh, dude, we need some parts for this Baja. So I ended up Bajaing this 2-wheel drive dually and making it a full one. Got rid of the dually, made it an axle and everything. And I was like, all right, now we got these extra parts over here. We can start on the front.
That's cool.
So I gathered all these parts, and then I picked up a 58 Del Rey, and then that sidetracked me from the Bronco for a minute. So I now own the Bronco at this point for 16 years. So I haul this Bronco around this body for 16 years, dude.
So you
And
just
we started building. Just kept hauling. It was on a jig table, dude. We just moved it everywhere. Like, dude, different lots, shops, houses, everywhere. My wife almost lost a finger to it, like on a table. It was ridiculous. So I'm building the Blazer, and my kid comes in and he's like, "What are you doing?" And I was like, "I'm building the Blazer." What do you mean? He's like, "What's the wheel difference on the Bronco to the Blazer? Like, what's the overall size? It's 1 inch, 115 to 116." He's like, "Do you shoot the links out?" And I looked at him and I was like, "I know what the fuck you're doing." I was like, and I can't say shit. I was like, "You're not even wrong, dude." I was like, "There's like 50,000 C10 Blazers on the freaking planet right now."
Yeah.
We'd already had this chassis pretty much whipped out, and I was like, all we got to do is just put cab mounts on for the Bronco. That's it. There's no cab mounts yet, so we were good.
So
we pulled the Bronco.
it was originally a chassis for a Blazer.
It was gonna go. I was gonna put a Blazer on because I just custom fab chassis all the time. So like tubular or mostly tubular is my thing. I like to do a lot of tube chassis work. I don't know if you guys know Jeff Poppin Locksmith.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we'll get a little later into it, but we'll answer that question.
So I had this chassis wiped out, and I was like, we can set that on there. So within 4 days later, that Blazer was a forgotten thing, dude. And we had the Bronco body finally sitting on a chassis. So we started going from there. And that was at 13 years of owning it at that point. And then now it's about 3.5 years. I just been playing with it on and off. Had a couple trucks in between, but
That motor is retarded though.
yeah, it's dumb. And it's here. It is here, so we can take a look at it later. Everything's here. The whole fleet's here. The wife's truck, the kids' truck, everything's here. So we got an hour, right? I can show you the whole compound.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
so
we got plenty of time.
If we could definitely take a tour of your shop, because that motor is retarded. The body work is like, dude,
I've loved watching Chappie build this thing. Like it, and that's the thing that sucks is like he'll start messing with it, and then he like, hey, I'm gonna start doing something else, and then I'm like, no, I want to see more of the Ford. I want to see more of the Bronco, and then it goes
a lot.
the Bronco's back. I'm like, yes, fuck.
and that's
Bronco's back on.
is that the only Bronco you built of that like that you built before, or have you done any other style Broncos other than that, or is that this
As
is
a
like
Bronco, this is the first one. I've always wanted them. I mean, dude, they tuck lug nuts. You know what I mean? Like tuck lugs.
And that was one of the surprise. That was one of the surprise on 114th and 12, the white one that tucked. It had to be 20s or 22s, and the front end seemed to be like a little.
That was the hand.
And those things look sick as fuck.
Was that Ron Perkins?
Huh? No, I know that I don't know.
Your audio's
All I know is it sat somewhere in Surprise, and it was like a same Bronco style as the one you have. Yeah.
right.
Yeah. So
When I started, I remember looking around, dude, and there was maybe like 3 that were being worked on back then. And still today, those 3 are still kind of being worked on, but I felt like I started mine back then, and now I'm coming to almost the finish line of the side of things running and driving, and I feel like I kind of went past a couple of those guys that got up there pretty far, and then I was like, oh, fuck, my shit runs now, like it's running. And at the moment, it is not running. When we just moved in this house a couple months back. It's something, I think my timing might have moved a little bit, so it's not starting right off. It will start with a little bit of ether. But it's pretty close, and then I just got to get out there and just play with it. So just been moving in, and we're settled now. After I'm waiting on my lift to get here, and then it's go time. I can put it back in the air and start stripping the body back off and get it finished up. It's close, man. It's like drive line and bleed the brakes, and I think I could drive it.
and you have the top to that thing, right?
Yeah, it's got a 50-inch rag and a 55, 40 by 55 rag in the top, and then there's a 40 by 20 in the truck.
And this is a removable top.
Yeah.
That still has a rag in it.
Yeah.
That is okay. Marcus, what's up, Marcus?
What up, Marcus?
This is if our listeners are tuning in, we're talking about a 90s style OJ Bronco that is laid out on what size wheels? Juiced on what size wheels you sitting on?
They're on 2s right now. It's set up for 4s and 6s. I got enough adjustability in the cylinders to do 4s and 6s, so I screened it all out for bigger stuff just in case. But that's the great thing about those hydraulics is having those threaded cylinders. I can adjust that thing for 13, 26s, so that's awesome.
Nice.
I'm kind of sad hydraulics is out of business, man. Hydraulics, they're the game changer, bro. So I don't know if people can make parts.
And here's the thing. A lot of our listeners, and we've touched upon it a lot, was that mini trucking back then, it was about airbags, and then slowly people were doing hydraulics, and now we're seeing a big wave of hydraulic mini trucks. You have Mark Zarate building Taco 2, which is all hydraulics, and that I followed that, and that thing's just phenomenal. But at the same time, hydraulics is just surpassed of what we think it was. With the accumulator and the suspension work that is being built for hydraulics, it's a miracle that there has been for mini trucks.
And then you got Georgia.
Yeah, and then you have Georgia, who is building her mini truck for SEMA on a Hoplo's hydraulic setup that is just retarded and beautiful artwork and ridiculous of what it is.
That
So,
thing is like a rose gold or something. Man, that thing is nice. Like a pinkish rose gold. That's a beautiful
Yeah.
chassis right there.
it's just phenomenal.
The rose gold and then the gold plates that are underneath the copper, it all complements. So I'm just like, dude, that thing
Okay,
just pops.
so with your frame for the Bronco, what is the gnarliest thing? The setup? Are you running your typical rear setup, or are you doing a cantilever, or is it kind of, you know?
It's got a 3-link in it, full twist like I did a lot of off-road suspension, so if you can get the full pivot in the middle, I've got 28 inches of travel in the rear. It locks up too. But I think I got
Travel in the rear. Shit.
should be able to lift it. I think I'm running at 12 and a quarter in the front, but I mean it tucks lug nuts enough.
So you have 12 in the front, and what size in the 12s all the way around, or just 12s in the rear?
I got 10s in the front and 12s in the back, and I actually could spin them around because I don't use enough of the cylinder in the rear. I only use like 7 inches of it, and it gets up like 28. So it's,
Damn, dude, that's a
then
fucking.
and then my links are 2 1/4, 188 sleeved with the 120 inside that, and then slug welded. So I mean they're beat 1 1/4 times.
Dude, you're not going on a 4x4 mission.
No, but if you think
dude,
about
you're
it,
not like, dude, are you gonna abuse the fuck out of this thing? Is that why you built it to withstand?
I built it to 3-wheel, dude. I want to 3-wheel the shit out of this thing. Dude. Those Amiga shit, dude, they're just bam. You know what I mean? Like they just hit boom.
Nobody's slug welding their fucking links.
but still,
You know what I mean? Nobody I know is slug welding.
if you
links
think
right
about
now.
it, he's doing a crossover of the off-road durability and putting it into, I mean, we'll
'Cause if
we'll
you're-
just call it a full size,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
on hydraulics,
to
and
pop a 3
it's going to be insane. There's
well,
no way around it.
there has been you had the Pathfinder that Arthur Noyes did, the Pathfinder back in the day. You know, that was on hydraulics.
Is that what the thing was?
Black one, yeah.
Oh.
You had that one. Yeah. There's been a couple other SUVs that have been on hydraulics, but to
Damn
do
tight.
so, to do a
Damn
Bronco,
tight.
hydraulics is different. Yeah, way different. So, dude,
Hold this camera
Set-
right. Is
the setup you have in there, you know, the setup in there is just if you're trying to pop 3-wheel, right?
Yeah. I want that thing to lean over. So I just got to the point where I want to add 2 more batteries. I was running 2 when I
Oh, yeah.
first started. I had those kinetics in there, and those kinetics are like 98 pounds a piece. So they were heavy, dude. They big bastards. But when I went to use them, they were dead. They sulfated, so they wouldn't work. So I guess I had them too long. But brand new fucking batteries. That sucks, dude. I was like $2,800 in batteries. They were all garbage, all of them shit.
Dude, I used
So-
to just use batteries from Napa when I had my El Camino on hydraulics. I would just buy a set of Napa batteries, and you know they would last longer when you would play with it, but it was just shitty on a slow charge.
That's what she said.
I use those blue tops, those Optimas, and they seem to be pretty good, and they held a killer warranty. So if they got an issue, they'll swap you out, and I like that.
That's what I was thinking about doing, was switching over to the blue top.
How many pump? What, 2 pump? How many dumps do you run in that thing?
I got the 2.6 set up. So in theory, I'd heard that I could pick that cylinder up and lift the whole truck with the wheel sucked up in the fender, and without a reverse. And that's
You can, but the thing is it's just the you got to have enough juice weight. That's all. Got to have enough battery power. That's about it. And then if you can pop 3-wheel, if you can pop 3-wheel, you should be able to suck it up no matter what. You know.
I was told it will lift from the ground, like laying flat. It would go straight to 3, and it will keep the wheel sucked in until I literally hit the switch, and then the wheel will drop. And I was like, okay, so that's how I wired it. So
Yeah,
it was for the best.
Dude, that's gonna be fucking
Dude,
sick.
I'm telling you, dude. Like,
Fuck.
it's that right now the way, like how he's building that Bronco is, it's a street charger will always keep your battery sharp.
Yeah.
Not always, but remember, you were having trouble with your what was
Those
it?
are old ones.
What, kinetics?
And that
Yeah, but
I ran chargers and never had an issue with any of my street chargers. They've always been sufficient and work great. So that's a nice thing to have. Not have to worry about that. Just get in and go. So
Optima, Marcus says Optima is bullshit. Been through 5 batteries in 2 years, but they never hassled me about warranty swapping them.
That's because they started coming
suck
from
ass.
Mexico.
Hey, I top that's still
That's because it's not from
still
Mexico.
running. Still running. I have a red top
he ain't lying.
years back.
He's not lying. They replace them, so I'll take it. They got a good cranking amp, and that's what I needed. Those Kinetics was 1,800 cranking amps. You know what I mean? So I was about that, but they're gone. They're sulfated, so that doesn't do me any damn good if they're gone. So I needed something now.
Somebody was
And
telling
then,
me, what is it? The thinner batteries, the
Oh, the
ones that
Honda
look
ones.
like they're like motorcycle status, but they
Yeah.
have very high cranking amps.
They're like Hondas.
they're
Yeah.
little tiny ones, right? XS?
I believe so. Yeah.
XSs are dope. Yeah, those are way awesome. Those are, but they're spendy. They're just like $5.
Or,
So.
I'm getting a mini tour right now.
I know. I'm seeing
I'm
seeing
seeing
him move.
dartboards.
He's got a dartboard. I'm seeing
Well, he has a bar.
trophies.
He
I'm
was sitting.
seeing.
He was sitting at his
Oh,
own.
that's Hot
That's a
Wheels.
Hot Wheels collection.
That's a Hot Wheels collection. I already saw the M2s. Holy shit! All right, so I'm not the only one. See, I'm not the only weird one out there.
Damn, I know, but dude, he's got fucking late.
If I had my own house, I would have it.
Hold on. We gotta.
Oh,
That's sick.
one day.
Goes down all through here. I got all the skateboards and
It's a miracle you don't have a little model train going around. in
You don't need a
circles
model
for
train.
that.
You just need model Hot Wheels.
M2s and shit. They all go up there. And some old black. You know, you might not roll with them guys, but I still appreciate what happened in those good times. You know what I mean? So it is what it is.
Dude,
You just can't.
that's a sick. And
You just gotta have a nice little man cave. You know what I mean? So
oh yeah, Superman cave, bro. Definitely.
piece of the
Shit.
So-
in my
do this for
radiator hanging up. A radiator and an electric fan hanging on my wall.
Dude,
No,
that's
wait.
the old lady.
Nice. Look at that.
Now you can see these. I wish I could turn this damn camera around. That's the daughters
Okay.
up here. Let's see if we can open the door up here. Get out of here and try to see this.
I will sorry, but yeah. Okay.
That's a truck.
Dude. Yeah, the old lady's truck. Shit.
I need to get on that level.
Damn, look at that.
I've seen it when Chappie and them were out in Vegas.
Yeah.
Right after Vegas opened up for COVID,
Hey,
they were out there.
Chappie, are you gonna be there for the Laughlin show or no?
That's a battle today. That's a conversation of I'm 50-50 right now.
50? Okay,
Not
because
100%.
we're gonna be out there. We'll be out there for the show for Laughlin. So this
Yeah, we
weekend.
want to go even more.
If you're out there, you fucking come.
That's the only killer.
Dude, that thing is.
Dude, it's badass.
Is that the
Over there.
is that the Nissan from Spokane? One
So
of
they
our,
get the front garage. So let them have this up here so they can their shit dry.
yeah.
Kind of noisy out there at the street, but I'll get it here. But yeah, this is all suicided up piece there for them. Gotta have them suited.
Mike's calling you out, Chappie.
Mike Elton says, "Quit being sassy, Chappie, rolling in Laughlin."
That's Cole man right there. That's my number 2. He's a badass. I love
Yeah.
that. So a lot of things I can say about this club, dude. Like we've been through some thick and thin, you know what I mean? And without the people in this club, Iconic would not be what it is. They make it. It's not me. It's
I've heard a couple things that you've had some really bad experiences with a couple other clubs. So.
I mean, I've had a lot of great experiences too. You know what I mean? Like I don't hate them. I love all these people. Still the same. But sometimes you just can't surround yourself with people. You just gotta move on. And there's a lot of love for all these people. But that's what my wrist is gonna fight. Okay.
Oh, it looks like Derek's gonna go.
Derek said Chappie called me out a few days ago for not going to the law.
Come on, Derek.
And so it's gonna have to happen now. I guess I'm gonna end up going to the fucking jail.
Come on, Derek.
Oh, you guys are funny.
Come hang out.
So your Bronco is it running on it's moving on its own power, correct?
No brakes.
It needs a drive line, brakes bled, and then it would be drivable. I don't necessarily need some fours in my truck. I do the floors last and everything because, well, I'm a big dude and I don't like getting underneath shit. I like to reach through the floors and just do all the brakes and get everything set up that way. We'll come back here to the shop. And then the shop out here.
Holy shit.
Decorating with all your old toys and whatnot. So.
Damn, dude. Look at that.
Sorry, I'm a terrible cameraman. You
And
can flip this around, which is great.
yeah, everybody's getting a little
He's got his
nauseous
own
with the
shop.
truck. Yeah.
Son of a.
Yeah, dude, motherfucker lives on a couple acres of land.
That was a smart move.
We got a little bit of property. We moved out of the west side so we could get better property. That's for sure. So I got an acre now. It's nice. It's
There it
really
is.
nice.
There the fuck it is, that goddamn Bronco.
Fucking love that thing.
Holy shit.
People, all the guys from Grinder TV and Custom Life, I try to pick up all their stuff all the time.
Hell yeah.
Good
Yeah,
guy.
we had Brian on.
Yeah, Brian, we need to get Frank on.
We had Brian on for a little bit, and then we just got to get. Oh shit! There's the Chevy. Yeah, I saw a video of you dragging the shit out of that thing.
Yep.
Man, dude, I think this slides, bro. She's a good little fucking cruiser. She's a good truck. I really like that thing. I'm glad it came back out of the woodwork. She's been put away for 18 years.
Oh shit!
So there's a good story behind that too. But
That's the showstopper right now. Is that Bronco? If we know OJ did it, but shit, dude, he did it with some class. Look at that fucking that. Damn, that motor's fucking hard to throw. What are you getting for gas mileage on that thing?
probably 4.
What kind of interior you're planning on that? Are you going? Holy shit! Are you planning to go like stock, retro, resto mod style? Dude, that fucking thing.
I had the seats done a long time ago, and they're definitely gonna get probably redone. They've got some alligator belly on them and stuff, and they're just more cool.
Are you trying to go crazy? Status with the inside.
Fucking love that
Holy
thing.
shit!
Every time I see this,
Oh
right
my
there.
god! Look at that.
Every time I see
That's
this.
fucking gnarly. Oh, that's
I got removable floors. Fuck around and find out.
Holy and dude, is that damn dude, that steel, that metalwork is just phenomenal. Holy shit.
That's why I love watching him build this thing. Like every time, it's like, oh,
Are you still keeping the back seats in, or are you doing something different with that? Holy shit. Bumper. Camera doesn't know justice. Mike, I'm hoping to see it in person myself because that thing is fucking gnarly, bro.
Maybe I just put this on the trailer and leave the Silverado home.
It's a miracle you don't tow it with the Silverado.
Let's see. Let's see if I can put this thing up here real quick. Stay there for a minute. Need to aim it.
See, there you aim the camera down. Wherever you set it, there we go. He's like, I'll give you a better view. Yeehaw, bandsaw, son.
Hey, you can hold this. The
Yeah.
here.
Oh, the wifey's
Oh
on.
shit, hell yeah.
The wife is
The
back.
missus. So,
Yep.
the wifey, can you tell us about your truck? Can you tell us
You now.
Crap. Tell me about my truck, or tell you about my truck?
about your truck?
My 8.
Chappie's getting calls.
Not right now.
Okay. So, can you tell us about a little bit about your truck while he's getting that up in the air?
Look at that.
And can you tell us also what got you into building trucks and how you and Chappie got
I've always been into things custom, but as far as mini trucks, this guy got me into mini trucks. He got me the first one I wrote in that had bags.
Okay.
I fell in love immediately.
Yeah. So you just and
And then
and your truck, when you guys got together, did he, and you guys started, he slowly was like, hey, check out this. Was your truck always in the play, or did you have that prior to, you
No.
guys together?
Mine was mine was a basket case when we bought it. I bought it for like $700.
Damn! Holy shit! Holy shit! Just a dude, are you gonna hop that bitch?
That's iconic shit.
Damn, dude, that is
your truck's smaller than you.
some fucking lift on that thing, dude. On fucking. Are you seeing that, Mike? And that's on Juiceware.
Holy fuck! And that's tucking twos.
That's tucking twos. And the check, dude, that framework is phenomenal.
God
Holy shit.
damn.
Wow. Dude, how
Fuck this. I'm going to Utah.
shit.
I'm gonna go hang out with Chad.
Yeah. Dude, if I hope you're going
Like,
to fucking
look
Las
at how much it's tucking.
Yeah, but picture how much. Chappie, did you have to cut out enough to fucking tuck the wheels in the back with the juicer set on?
Where the tubs are. The tubs are right at the top.
Yeah, but the thing is how far is he sitting? Okay, there we go. Oh, okay. All right, so it is way at the top with the wide setup. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Okay, what size wheel? What size wheel is he running?
2 twos.
No, width wise in the rear.
Oh, why are you?
They're 2211s.
211s.
Yeah, 2211s. They got a 5-inch dish on these
Okay.
ones.
Okay.
So
Fuck. Bring it to Laughlin, Chappie. Come on.
God damn.
I would love to see that thing.
All right.
Back
So,
again.
as we were talking, damn. As we were talking to your wife, I love the way the muffler setup is. As we were talking to your wife about her truck, was there anything that you guys were having trouble with when you were building her truck, or because you said he got you in the mini trucks,
And it was a basket case.
and it was a basket case. So explain to us what happened of the process of the basket case. I'm curious. He's
Tell me,
curious.
man. Tell me what happened.
Our
When we bought the truck, we had to drive at home, like a 45-minute drive. And when the truck had been brought out here from Arizona, a bird had gotten caught in it. And so there was bird shit all over the inside of it.
Dude, there was like 75 shits in there. There was this bird shit, so we put like a
And I
sheet
drove
over
it home that
everything.
way.
We put a sheet over it, and we cleaned the steering wheel off and the shifter, and then we just rolled.
Oh shit! See, you just
I fucking love
Yeah.
that.
Hey, well,
I
they
fucking
always
love that.
they always said you can polish a turd, right? You just
then-
wipe
Well,
the
they
shit
polished
off.
it. They covered the turd.
They just wipe the shit off and
Yeah,
you
no,
wipe
they
it.
covered the turd and just drove it home.
There was so many poops, dude. We just threw away the interior that was in it. Like we
Yeah.
literally threw it all away.
So you guys
Like, it
are
was.
fresh on that. Damn.
I
got-
pressure washed it. I mean,
Yeah.
I pressure washed it. I opened the doors. I went out with a fucking pressure washer. It was gross.
Oh,
Fuck.
shit. Damn.
God damn.
I was like,
I got to drive it maybe twice. And I came home from work one day and it was cut in half because the compressors quit working, so we couldn't move it. So why not just cut the back end off and start over?
I like Chappie's thinking.
I love that.
I
yeah.
love his thinking.
Because why fight with it if you could just cut it off?
Fucking
and then-
backrats piss
Yeah.
me off. I'm just gonna cut it off the scrapyard.
it had a reverse fix link in it, and it
It
sucked.
was stupid.
Oh shit.
How does one count individual bird shit? I mean, we took a good guesstimate, but I'm telling you, there's really no wrong number. There was just a lot of shit.
It was a lot.
Eric, they had 45 minutes to count all the bird shit to get it home.
Oh.
Yeah.
So they had time.
So within that time when you guys got it back, was it a straight out? Once you cut it in half, were you guys just straight out ready to just go ham on it? Did you guys have
Word,
like
and we had to
this to do it, or was it just all right, we're going to build it like this, we're going to do this, or did you guys have a theme in mind?
We had it like ready, and then all of a sudden I built a little cart to roll.
Yeah. The hurricane. It's Utah. All right, just give us a minute.
you go.
We're back. Okay, we're back.
Don't worry, we're just blaming it on the hurricane.
Yeah, we're blaming it on hurricanes.
See a hurricane again.
Yeah,
So at that point at the Midvale house, we got at it, and it took
that was pretty.
you on the truck for 10 years now.
Yeah,
10 years, I think she's had it.
Oh shit!
I've only been 10 years.
Yeah.
It was
And,
done.
and within that time, you guys were able to just get down on it, do everything, do the change. You know,
We went through the process, gave it up, do the bed, then got the door suicide and everything, and did the back half, rag top, and then all of a sudden it was paint time. We owe all that to TJ Reese. He's an amazing painter. Does a killer job.
Yes.
Anybody needs any awesome ass airbrush work, that dude is a phenomenal airbrush artist. So
dude.
check him out, Reese.
Yeah, that truck, your lady's truck.
Oh
Love
no,
the truck.
I saw it.
That
I
thing
saw
looked
it when we
beautiful.
went to Vegas. That
Yeah.
thing is fucking clean as shit.
Nice. Nice.
I mean, they're all showing their ages. You know what I mean? Not my girl though.
so,
But
So you
trucks.
so once her truck was done, that was, and then throughout the time of her truck, did you also have the Bronco going at the same time? Throughout so you were literally building two at the same time.
Oh, there's always been 2 to 3 or 4
He's
at
built
the same
multiple
time.
in between the time he started mine to this one. He's had multiple different builds, but this Bronco is a little bit different because he picked up this body for this Bronco on our very first date. I went with him on our very first date to build the body to this Bronco.
Look at that.
So
You don't even remember that part. He don't remember.
I just saw that. I don't even remember this.
So first date,
I
you
was
picked.
high.
Damn.
Good.
That's tight though, because then now that it's done, and now you get it's more of a sentimental value, at that point.
Yeah, I used to have a problem holding on to stuff. I think there's an ongoing roster of people that know me really well that know that there's at least 850 cars over the years that I've been through. I'd say on the custom side of things, I'd probably say about 500 is a good guarantee. 500 of those were at least custom in some way or form and looking cool. But I just like to swip and swap, dude. You don't ever want to have the same thing. But as I get older, I kind of starting to hold on to my stuff a little bit more. I've got.
Have you two always strive to keep that within the build? It's always go one up and be, do something different, stand out more.
A personal
He
vendetta
always
is I
has
have
to
to
beat
one up
his
my
last
last one. I took the Toyota. I don't know if you guys seen the Toyota I had in street trucks. It was a unibody, had a 383 supercharged stroker in it.
The blue
That
one?
thing was nasty. Yeah, it was green and black. Had the 22-inch 3-stars on it, the 3 spokes.
Yeah. I remember seeing that in a couple magazines. That thing was perfect.
That was a cool truck. I never heard anybody getting it on the street after it left me. But I built my 48 after that to smash on that thing, and then I went to might have been West Coast, I think maybe West Coast Nationals, and showed against it, and I ended up losing to the fucking Yoda. I was like, you gotta be kidding me! I built this truck to smoke that truck. Like I know it because I built them both.
Damn.
It was fucking, I couldn't believe it, but I felt good that it was at least a truck that I built that beat me. So I was like, well, that's not terrible, I guess.
Yeah, because then you can always walk up to the guy that bought it and be like, man, dude, whoever built your truck,
When I remember, I think it was Crash that had it when I first seen it, and I walked up to it, and it was sitting there, and they had it on display, and I walked up to it, and I grabbed the back wheel, and I spun it, because it would spin if it was laid all the way out, the link would hit, so it would lift the tire up off the ground. So just like, just because you could sit there and do like 100 mile an hour, and then just put a little fucking air to it and take off with that burnout.
nice.
But so I went up, spun the wheel, and the guy's like, hey, don't touch, man, don't touch. I was like, oh, I've seen if these things still spinning. I mean, when I got rid of it, they were like that. And I just kind of walked away. And he's like, wait a minute, what? Wait, hey, did you used to own this truck? And I was like, hey man, I'll come back. I'll talk to you later, man. I gotta go. He's like, I got questions. I was like, I don't have any answers for you. I'm sorry.
Well,
It was built. That's all that matters.
That's the way it always goes. So Jackie,
I feel like it just keeps moving.
nah,
It's my arm.
Uh-huh.
Like we get
well,
like a perfect.
somebody will have to buy you a selfie stick.
Yeah, you just need a
You
little.
need a selfie stick. That's what you need,
All the shit I got around here, I could just take it to something.
right? Yeah. You should have some mini truck contraption that bolts to it and be like, yeah.
Horse
So-
and bark.
So here's the question: since you guys have been building trucks and you guys have been together for so long, is there anything that's been hard?
What up, Joey?
What up, Joey? Has anything that's been hard
It's an
to
air-
to be a father and pass on what would be your legacy, what would be like to your children?
Well, I got my son, which is probably watching this, and then my daughter over there.
Our daughter.
That's her. She owns the front here.
She ducking, but like I said, because that's your daughter. Have you passed anything on to her that she is okay? Cool. I see mom has a truck. Dad built some badass shit. Is she getting into it, or are you guys trying to get
like
her to go
mom's
that
face.
way? Or
Mom's face is just like, yep.
yeah,
She's every time we go out, she gets pissed off because her truck won't quite drag it, so I got to do some shit.
She's
Well,
tried so hard to make it drag.
I'm like, so there's a little bit of shit that's got to happen to it to get it figured out.
nice. Nice. So it's like a big family affair.
Big.
So
So it's like a big family affair, pretty much. Nice. That's awesome. That's awesome that once her truck drags and then that. But then remember, once her truck starts dragging and something breaks and falls off, then you're gonna be like, well, now we gotta fix it and take it easy when you drag it again. Again.
She's a proud ass female mini trucker, man. She flies her flag every show we go to. She's got that shit at the back.
Hell yeah.
So she did that from her mama. And, Miss
That's
Duarte,
awesome.
Queen of the mini trucking scene, so she takes care of these ladies and keeps them all geared up with their shirts and all that. So they love being female mini truckers. It's kind of cool.
Jacob says 2 of my favorite people. Awesome.
He must be.
Marcus, damn, I thought I had a lot of tires.
Now Pressman. So Pressman, his uncle Jeff and me were really good friends, man. Like I spent a lot of hours next to that dude. Maybe doing illegal activities, but we did a lot of good times. And
It doesn't because it's 2020.
Yeah, it doesn't count. It's 2024.
Yeah,
it
it don't
doesn't,
count.
it doesn't count anymore.
Remember, it didn't exist because there's no pictures. Yeah, we're okay. Anybody that grew up in the 80s, we're fine because there was no existence of, a Polaroid doesn't count now.
closer.
Closer. She's gone.
She's gone. Don't worry. We're gonna ask you some questions also. Like you're being his kid. Is it harder to keeping up with your other friends that are, not mini truckers? Because I know some of your homies look at you and be like, why do you want to drive that? Like, why would you want is it harder growing up now, knowing that like some people look at you all weird because you want to drive a bagged out truck, or you want to drive something on hydraulics?
When she's on the road, she's usually with us, so it's everybody's looking at her already because we got quite a few women that ride with us. I think we got like 6
5 or
girls,
6, yeah.
and they ride hard, and every one of them got sick ass trucks. Like they definitely make us keep our game up because these girls are riding pretty good, and I think that's a good thing because the people see that girls are into it too, so they don't like automatically fret that we're out swinging our trucks in the parking lot and messing shit up.
Yeah, yeah. Because a lot of females. There's so many females in the game right now. Jade in Australia, she is building her Toyota, and that thing is just. And she's building a Stout too. Also, she's doing all the work, all the metal work.
Bead roll work.
Yep.
Yeah, that thing's nasty. That's a badass.
I'm trying to get her on the show. So I had Shane from Inspired Existence on, the one who does all the media. I'm trying to get a hold of Bootsy, one of his friends, and trying to get him also. I had Luke Shepard on, from
We
Australia.
had Bo.
Bo
yeah.
Ramon from Australia also.
Yeah.
He was actually in studio.
Yeah, Bo showed up like in Phoenix for the
Cruise to the
Cruise to
Pines.
the Pines.
Yeah.
Nice.
So, and he was schooling us about canaries and
Yeah, canaries.
how out there everything has to be engineered. Like you can't like what we have in our garages and what we're building is like illegal, and they're like it has to be done engineered wise, and you have to have a permit, and it's all this crazy nonsense. Like when you're building,
That's crazy.
yeah.
I
So
would break every one of those rules. Guaranteed.
Yeah. and that's the thing. Like because of the stuff that you built, like a lot of people be like, are driving like somebody's driving your Toyota. A lot of people you always hear some people that build mini trucks like, I'm confident, I know it's good out there, but like it's kind of sketchy when you drive it. You can say, hey, I built it, it's good enough for government work. It'll handle until somebody like beats it or abuses it.
I had a highway patrolman pull me over once, and he told me, he said, your suspension is completely illegal. It's all altered. I says, it is altered. I says, but it's been enhanced. And I says, I'll tell you what, man. I says, I got a Boeing engineer for a freaking good friend, and he told me that shit's legit.
And that shit's ready to fly.
He said, tell your buddy to come with you to court and help you pay this ticket. I was like,
Are the laws stricter out in Utah for custom vehicles?
I think they're pretty lenient out here. Like, we don't have a safety.
Messing around.
Don't be a dick. Like, it's pretty much it. Don't be a dick.
Yeah, same thing out here.
So like pretty much, you're driving to the store, you drive to the store and that's it. Or cruise around or like go to the drive-through or whatever.
In our town, I think we're pretty well respected. I mean, the cops in Roy know us because we do their show every year, and they definitely.
You always get those waves like, hey, hit the switch. Or like, you ever get I was like, hit
on
the
that,
switch.
but we do anyway. I'm kind of the worst. I like to drag all of it. But I got to, so I've been dragging the shit out of this truck.
Well, yeah, that's why they're built for.
Yeah.
Does your old lady's truck drag?
Yeah, hers does.
Yep. We had a nice little session together the weekend before last.
Yeah, there's a bunch of videos that are surfacing right now. That's dragging around the town.
One video I saw recently is like the one of your dragging the Chevy. So I saw that one. And then somebody else posted one about like him and his looked like an El Camino.
Like 2 weeks after that. Oh yeah, Adam and the El Camino.
Yeah.
So that's about that same time.
Yeah. So that's why I was like, but that's tight though, because you guys are building stuff as a family and you're driving stuff and you're doing stuff together, because nowadays not a lot of people do that. Not a lot of families do that. You know what I mean? Like, being a family and doing stuff together as a unit, like building a vehicle, building trucks, going together to shows, is unheard of to some people. Like, they look at us, they look at us as like, oh fuck, why do you do things in the way? Is it harder to be a family and then when outsiders look at you guys and you're like, nah, we're just building our shit, having a good old time? Have you guys encountered any Karens throughout your guys' life of building vehicles that you guys neighbors, shitty people that you're
for the most part? As far as the neighbors, I think I'm a damn good neighbor, so we do a lot of helpful things with our neighbors when we have to, or not even when we don't have to, but just be an actual true neighbor, not a dick. And then
Are you gonna run a Bronco?
every time we leave the town, it's like kind of a bummer. Everybody's bummed that we're leaving, so
Yeah.
and I think we've flared to it. The new neighbors are tripping. They're like, it's a fucking car show every weekend over there, so.
But remember, whenever you have a barbecue, they're gonna walk on over and be like, "How do you doing, neighbor?"
Yeah, we got this Blackstone queen over here now. She's smashing on that thing, and then I just started a fucking diet, so I can't use any of barely can eat any of the good stuff off there, man. God,
No, you can. Yeah, you can.
I gotta get my body on. Y'all want to join my Chappendales crew?
Yeah.
Right. Newman's in.
Gotcha.
He's ready.
Oh, I'm in. I was like, oh shit. I mean, I got that bad bod, but I kind of want to get a little bit
Big
skinny.
guys and bow ties. It's fine. We'll
Hey.
make that money.
Yeah. Well,
I'm game.
yeah. There we go. Fuck yeah.
It's $1 million idea, and I can do chapters of it, man. I can start these little franchises everywhere.
There we go.
Oh,
See, that's how you do it. That's
there
how
we
you
go.
do it. It'd be like Burger King, or have it your way.
Oh, you're in
yeah.
Arizona? No problem. What's wrong? I got some guys that can come over right now. Gotta go, babe. Gotta go make that money.
Yeah.
Got your leopard G-string.
So quick question with our listeners that are tuning in. What's up with the tires in the back? What's up?
Oh,
There's a lot back there.
it's there's some good stuff up there. There's some Budniks, there's Asantis, there's Whitewall 540.
So those are both rims.
They're
Okay.
they're actually
Dude, what are those in the front? What is that one in
the
the front?
chrome ones.
What is that
Those are the
chrome?
Budniks. I think they're trilogy.
That's sick.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
And those are the Asantis. Those are the show wheels for the Bronco. Those
Oh,
match.
shit.
They got bolts.
You can tell they're show wheels because they have
Oh, they got space.
they got spacers in between them. Those are definitely show wheels right there.
Those are my show wheels. That's what goes on the car. And then those are some C notes in there. Another set of 22s and then
Holy
three stars in here. There's a
Well,
bunch
there-
of shit in here.
There's some good
It's
wheels
okay.
in there.
I need to drag them all out one day and put them upstairs so I know which ones are which. But those ones will stay up there till I need them. Those are for the Mazda. I picked up my buddy Zach and me. We both had Mazdas in high school that we were messing with,
Yeah.
and he had his. He's from Mesa, and I talked to him during COVID all the time, and I was always busting his balls. When we're gonna build a truck, when we're gonna build a truck. And he's like, dude, you know what? You want the truck, dude? I'll sell you the truck. I said, shut your for real. So Graham Hancock had happened to buy a trailer in Arizona, and he's like, dude, I can just go pick it up. And I was like, bet. So he went down there and picked it up for me. Me and my buddy made a nice little deal, and I picked the truck, and I will finish it. And if it doesn't ever get, it will never get sold to anybody but him. And then if you don't want it, then stay in my family. But
Oh,
there's
shit.
the kid Bronco. He got a big old bastard.
Oh,
Nice.
that's the Bronco I used to have right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, the bull nose.
It's the same. It's the same Bronco that he's got
Kinda
laid out. There's a slip.
Baby, got. Where's my big left? He's better man.
It's
I know. Yeah.
No, I'm
Like,
here.
has a lot of.
It's going.
Yeah, she's grabbing a light. So
Oh.
there's a body drop. The kid's S10's out there, but it's a big ass field of shit.
Well,
Big old field, man.
how many acres are you sitting on? How
I've
many
got
acres?
1 acre.
1 acre?
Yeah, 1 acre. That's plenty for me, man. That's a lot of grass.
That's a lot.
That's a lot.
That's remember Juice? That's two of his. Yeah, that's two of Juice's.
That's the one. We still got it. It's still out here. She's moving all the shit. So this was Zach Patera's truck.
Okay.
It's all bodied. But I mean, we're God, what a pain in the ass to hold this thing. We can, yeah, that'd be good. Oh, I'm fine.
He's got work out there.
This thing is back on the top of the tree.
That's an extra cab though.
Cool mini truck. It needs to be brought back.
Carbureted.
Yeah.
Is that fuel injected or
Kids S10. Stuck in the weeds, but body dropped to the hill.
There we go.
That thing's got a nasty chassis under it too. I don't know if we can see that.
I want darker pictures. This is what mini truck houses
It's
look
all
like.
right. All right, we're heading back.
Everybody's.
This is what
Yeah.
every,
Dark, yeah.
if our guests that are tuning in, if you know anyone that has custom cars, this is what our backyards look like. It's just fields of yard art that we will get to at some point.
Or
You
sell.
know, or
We will.
or sell if the price is
That
the
thing was yard,
price is retarded.
that thing was yard art for what, like 13 years.
Yeah.
It was sat on a down table. Now it sits in there looking like a clean spot.
Dude, just that lift. The lift that you have on the rear, dude. Dude, lift the front end. I want to see the front end. Fucking, I bet you that thing looks fucking gnarly from the front.
Handing it back to the old lady.
The old lady. Okay. All right. He's gonna give us the play-by-play. Suicide everything. And that's all the way up in the front?
That's how you
Is that all the way up in the front?
Yeah, that's 12 inches, but the back end locks up so high, the front looks low. So when you drop it back down, the damn thing lifts up so fucking high.
Dude,
That's like straight tuner status. That's like
fuck, dude. Just picture.
muscle machines.
Yeah, just picture once that thing
so
is
there
on
you go,
the-
Chappie. That's like a muscle. That's a modern day muscle machine. If
You
that
know
was
what?
a car in a freaking
Toy
Walmart
version, yeah.
toy version, you
It's
have
a
a muscle machine.
That's a car that you want to roll up in like a custom, dude. If you're a young kid, old person, dude, of anything, Asian, white, black, Indian, whatever, dude, you're slapping your homeboy next to you going, look at that shit. Look at that. Look at that.
Hell yeah!
Dude, the
Look
lift.
at the motor, you know what I mean? It's coming out your damn hood like that.
Holy
Just
fuck!
slapping it back. Look at that. Look at that shit.
Are you putting a hood on that or no?
I don't like hoods myself.
Yes, I love
Leave
that.
it. Then
I
fucking,
fucking
yeah.
love that.
Just
Fucking
fucking
leave
leave
it.
it.
No.
Dude.
No hood.
That is
Yeah, no hood.
fuck the hood.
I vote for you. No
Yeah,
hood.
No hood.
No hood.
No
Fuck
hood.
it.
No
And you
hood.
know, if you put a hood on, you got 50 guys at the freaking local Walmart going, so do the hood, bro. You're like,
Yeah, and you're like, no, there it is. You can see
There it
right
is.
there.
It's right there.
Yeah.
and then as a guy, you're just like, gotta show them. Show this shit. Let me show you my shit.
Yeah.
So you
Shit.
got to know that if you're gonna be a custom car guy, you know that this shit's just gonna have to be stuck. Most of the time, you go, I'm gonna go to the store real quick, honey. You know that's a 30-minute fucking trip.
Oh, easy.
Yeah.
Shit like that.
Yeah, dude.
This one, they just get the thumbs up, nice. But this one, they're getting out their car for. They're like, what the fuck's going on here?
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, dude. That's something that you don't. Fuck, dude, that thing is
Sorry about my cheap ass camera. Bro.
I think it's something else, man.
I'm trying to do this shit upside down and backwards.
The lift on
God.
that, the lift. Just picture you could hop that thing.
He
It's
probably would if he wanted to.
Just think of if you can hop.
Do a clear. Oh, yeah.
Look at that fucking ass end of that.
Derek has a
inside.
point.
Holy
Derek,
shit, dude.
Derek
look
said
at
do
that.
a clear hood.
Yeah, clear hood way.
God damn.
That's the whole inside.
Oh, I know.
Damn, dude, that thing is fucking.
It is retarded. That's
That's
why
sad.
every time Chappie posts this thing,
That's-
I'm like, oh, what did we do now?
The way he has those hydraulic
Look
cylinders.
on the bottom's just as nice as the
Yeah.
top, man.
Yeah, I like the setup how you have it on the top, the way the cylinders drop down into those end sides, the side.
That's those dice cylinders, dude. They're awesome. So I got the full pivots in there, and then all the way down the cylinder. Like I was telling you, I don't use a lot of the cylinder. There's still probably like 3 more inches of cylinder left.
Oh, shit.
So I could use the 10s in there, and then I would get away with this. I don't know if you can see the cylinders up just a little bit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
If I drop to the 10s and just throw them up front, then I can just run plexiglass over the top.
yeah. That's totally something different that you don't. That you,
I mean, this is my head.
a little old school. That's a little old school. That's something that you don't see that often is doing that clear.
That's how high it lifts. Because I'm 6 foot, so call that thing 5'5".
Shit. Yeah, that's at least 5'6".
And then if you unscrew it a little more, you'd probably be able to get to his height. Jeez Louise, that thing looks fucking crazy. Yeah.
Shit everywhere.
Ish.
Oh, man.
Oh, it'll be- So what's going on, stuff, dude? I know you got hit, or you ass-ended somebody or something.
No.
So after I put it into a wall,
yeah.
after the throttle cable got stuck, it's fixed up, but now I have transmission, or everybody's pointing to an electrical issue. Tomorrow, well, in a few hours, I get paid. I'm gonna get a part that my buddy's telling me it should be this. I'm gonna get the part. If it fixes it, cool. I'll take it to Lowdown in Laughlin. If it doesn't fix it, I'm still kind of going back and forth if I want to take it or not. But more than likely, it'll probably be at Lowdown in Laughlin. I sanded every unfortunately, every inch of the paint off of the truck, and I'm gonna call it Alberto 2.0. I'm gonna change it. I'm gonna change up a couple things, change up the tailgate, change up a couple locations of the graphics, things like that. What was that? Oh yeah, I'm keeping Bart.
Yeah, he's keeping the whole
Oh,
Simpson
yeah.
thing.
Oh yeah, I have to keep Bart. I grew up in the '90s. No, Bart's staying.
He's keeping the whole Simpson theme going.
Yeah, I'm keeping the Bart and Sideshow Bob theme going for the whole thing, and Bart being a menace. No, I'm keeping all that.
The Bart Simpson. I remember when that first came out. I seen it like it was the Art of Noise show. I think it was like had like a bullseye on the side of it, something
Yep.
like that. And I was like, "What is that?" And I zoomed in. I was like, "It's fucking Bart Simpson on my shit."
Yeah. Yeah, no, I grew up like that was the raciest. For me, it was like the raciest cartoon when I grew up. You know, that was the thing when we got there, and in that point in time, and then it went to like Ren and Stimpy, and then it went to Beavis and Butthead, and it spiraled out of control from there. But no, for me, it's always been the Simpsons. Like no, that's all.
You guys know JP from Havasu?
Yeah.
Birds.
So
yeah, Birds. Yeah.
he grew up out here with me in Salt Lake. We grew up together, and he had a truck.
The metal
What's
shine.
that?
He shines everybody's knot.
JP does?
Yeah, he does metal polishing.
Oh, you're thinking of Jay Burb.
Ah,
He's the so JP's got the blue Tacoma with the tri-fans.
nice.
He's in the Union. Anyway, he had a truck called Ren's Ride when we were young, and it was an Isuzu long bed, and that thing had so much bass in that thing, man. They'd pick me up from school, and the damn teachers would be yelling at me, be like, "Chappie, you need to tell your friends to turn their stereos down when they come to pick you up."
Yeah.
They'd be talking. But that Ren and Stimpy shit, that's real, dude, because he had Ren's Ride, man. It was cool. It was on the back, had Ren on there, a little logo. It was a cool truck, man. That thing was definitely one of the meccas of mini trucking around here.
Yeah. No, if I can get this transmission issue worked out tomorrow or this weekend, it'll definitely be in Laughlin. I mean, right now I went back all the way back to white, the way I got the truck originally when I bought it, but I've got plans for it to get re-outlined and things like that. The base color is going to change. It's going to be a different version, but the same truck with just a slight twist.
Nice.
So if I can pull it off, I'll pull it off. If I can't pull it off, well, I'll have to take the transmission out. I'll probably have to mess with a bunch of stuff. But once I get it dialed in a little bit more, after I put it in the wall and I wrecked it, it's just been getting it caught back up to where I can get it to run the way it's supposed to. Like I wouldn't really necessarily say it was driving properly.
It's not. It was kind of happy. Motor was a little happy, but still fucking.
It was still it was still giving me issues.
Still being a bitch, and it's not happy now.
Yeah, it's got tuning issues. It's got I need to get it fine tuned a little bit.
It's got an electrical issue that needs to be. Yeah, it's got a hardcore electrical.
Yeah, so if I can at least get it dialed in, I'll take it.
One wire. There's one wire in there that's causing all your hell. One fucking wire. You know it. It's gonna be one bullshit wire.
He's not wrong. It's gonna be one, and I'm gonna be when I find it.
Derek, you have a motor.
Derek, you have a motor.
Yeah.
Shut up.
Everybody's got a fucking motor. Like, jeez.
He does have a motor.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say anything, but he does.
That Nissan's got to come out. That thing's got to be out.
I have to get one motor. I still have to continue.
You've got to get two.
I have to get one motor out.
You have to get two motors.
I got to get one motor out of one truck to get a new motor for my other truck. That's where I'm stuck at.
This guy.
Yeah.
So say, hypothetically speaking, as my wife likes to use, usually
That's my favorite
when
phrase.
hypothetically speaking comes up, it's usually like, how much is this going to cost me? But if say we did happen to come to Laughlin, what do you think?
Nice.
One. Who goes on the trailer? That one or that one?
That one.
That one.
The Bronco.
Bronco.
No, the Bronco.
Bronco.
It won't be driving. It'll be sitting.
No, that don't matter.
Yeah.
Bro, I will help
We
you.
will- yeah.
I will help you push that thing in.
Trust me, dude. We're
Y'all
doing.
heard it first, folks. Y'all heard
Oh,
it.
I will help you push that thing in. No.
We are doing
That was Thursday. So,
a whole episode out there, and then it'll be couple. We're doing a whole episode out there for.
Yeah. So when we leave, we're leaving Thursday. It's gonna be on and off, on Facebook. Like we're going live, all this fun stuff, all the way to Laughlin.
And then
when we get to Laughlin, we'll be live when we get there.
Nice.
With the podcast, we'll do our thing separate from that, and it'll just be an all day thing. It's gonna be mini trucking drunken madness.
Yes.
nice.
And we will be doing a live show from the show.
Yep.
And hopefully we'll have a booth.
I don't know, Mike. Are we having a booth out there? Yeah, we have a booth.
So we'll have a
Yep.
booth out there, and we're going to be doing live interviews, walking around, and talking with different people. And so if we see you out there, we'll bring you back on, and we'll go mess with the Bronco live.
I'm all right with that. You guys want to do a full walk around of it when we get there? It's so good.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Yeah, trust me. Dude.
Oh, let's go.
We're doing an episode now. We're going to do out there.
Oh, I got cameras. Oh, I got
It's gonna,
mics.
yeah, so it's going to be
let's
some
do it.
debauchery. We're going to take it old school for a little bit and go like a mini truck run. So
Mini truck run
yeah,
setup.
it'll be being filmed from like waking up, kicking my door down, going to fucking getting everything and heading out. So
Yep. Next time I'm getting a fucking something. It's all part of the diet, right?
yeah.
Work.
Chappie, where can they find you at? Where can our listeners check you out at? Like, what websites are you on? You got OnlyFans.
My Instagram is Sinister Fab Works, and it's WERKS. And then my Facebook is just Chappie Andrews, CHAPY. Nobody wants PP in their name, just one damn P.
Okay.
And then Chappie Andrews. So you can find me there. Sinister Fab Works does have a Facebook page. I don't post on it very often, but it's there is some cool stuff on there you can look at. A lot of my tube works on there. A lot of my chassis works on there. So that's fun. That's what I need to get back into. Now that we're here set up in the shop, I can get some jig tables going and start doing some tube work again. I got a whole rack of tubes sitting over there, so I just got to start bending it up and make another chassis.
So that's where everybody can see you at.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you want to check that out, you can see it on there. Iconic.
Somebody said you had OnlyFans.
Yeah, well, I mean, maybe it's it's big boy at Chappendales.com.
Oh, Chappendales.
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 Dude, if you do that, I want to do the Chris Farley one. I would totally do the Chris Farley dance when he went to do the SNL.
Your birthday. What month?
What? When my birthday in April.
You're gonna be Mr. April.
Yeah, because my birthday.
In my calendar, Mr. April.
Mr. August.
Mr. August,
There you
April.
go. I'm Mr. March.
There we go. Nice.
I got a
So,
leopard outfit and a little bucket of gold.
hell yeah. Fuck. Well, if you go out there, we will see you out there.
Yeah, if you take the Bronco, I will help you push it in. Whatever we got to do.
Yeah. So, hell yeah. Hey, Jordan. And I want to thank you for coming on. And I just want to say, hey man, fucking awesome shit you're building. Thank you for coming on the show. I know it's very late at night right now where you're at.
It's not
What
that
time
late.
is it?
It's 10, 15, it ain't that big deal.
Yeah, it's only an hour.
Okay, just want to make sure.
No, they're not like in a
I
third
just
world
wanna
country.
I want to fucking keep them up, and every.
I got a big fatty over there waiting, so we're good to go. Not her.
She's gonna
kill you. She's gonna kill you.
That's a beautiful way to end it while your wife is kicking your ass.
Can I have this?
Wow.
Getting his ass beat by his old lady.
Wow. All we're gonna see is her holding on and just be like,
There it is. See, I got it back. That was close. Oh, I'm gonna fuck that one up. Bad.
oh shit, man. Thank you for coming on.
No, thank you,
joining us.
Chappie.
Babe,
Thank you, lady.
Thank
Bye-bye.
you.
thank your kid also for chiming in a little bit. You know, and hopefully we'll see you guys out there in Nevada
Next week.
Once again, Chappie, where can our guests find you?
I'd say Sinister Fabworks or
on Instagram.
on Instagram, and then Chappie Andrews on Facebook. Check me out and see what we got going on. You can follow the favorite Fat Man videos in the morning. I'm gonna turn that into the.
All
All right.
He always chimes in, and I'm like, oh, what's Chappie up to?
So there we go. Fat Man Video
He's always going comedy.
9.
I'm like the morning traffic guide, man. I let you.
Hell yeah. dude,
He's
that's
the
awesome.
morning mini truck.
So
traffic guy.
what you need to do is start just making up stories on mini truck traffic in Arizona.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that would work. It would
So
work.
thank you again for coming on, Chappie. Hopefully we'll see you a little bit later. Once we get off, Chappie, stay on for a moment, okay?
All right.
So
Yeah,
don't disappear yet.
Thanks
So
for
on
putting
behalf
up
of
with us.
everybody here, we want to thank Chappie and his family for letting us into their home. And on behalf of Lay Frame Podcast, me and the Bearded Beauty, get out there and start building some shit, drag it. And if you have a family, build a 4-door, build a Bronco with a retarded motor and a hydraulics.
4 doors
Yeah.
more.
Yes. So on behalf of all of us here, you guys have a good night.